If someone told 18-year-old me that in 10 years I'd be excited the most about the trip to Siberia, I would have been very surprised, to say the least. I would have been perplexed. While millions of people all over the world dream about coming to New York for at least a couple of days, I prefer escaping it as often as possible. I might tell you why in some other video if you're interested. In the past couple of winters, I went to Mexico, which I absolutely adore. But this year, I realized that I miss my one-of-a-kind Siberian winter. Why is it mine? Because I was born in Siberia, so in this video, you're going with me on a trip to my homeland. Let's go! It used to be fairly easy to get to my hometown from the United States. You could just take a direct 9-hour flight to Moscow and then you take a 4-hour flight to Tomsk. Remember this name, because this is our final destination, and I'm gonna mention it a lot. It was the reversed pattern on our way back. A couple of years ago, things have dramatically changed due to the sanctions. Now there are no direct flights from the US to Russia, so the travel time and cost increased at least twice, and every time I plan to visit home, it's a great opportunity to enhance my brain neural connections, because every time I have to put some effort to find the best way to travel, and every time it's something new. In January 2024, I chose to take a flight with Uzbekistan Airways to Novosibirsk, which is a 3-hour car ride from my hometown. I had a very short connection in Tashkent, so when our flight from New York got delayed, I got a bit worried. But the guy from Uzbekistan Airways assured us that the tailwind will take us to Tashkent on time. He was right. Instead of stated 12 hours, the flight only took 11. My experience with this airline was very good. By the way, I'm not sponsored by any of the brands and companies I mentioned in this video, even though I wish I was. I only express my honest opinion. We had lunch, then I watched a French movie, then we had dinner, then I watched a German movie. And here we are, in Tashkent. In snowy Tashkent. The transit process was super quick and smooth.
An infant safety belt will be provided by the
Three and a half more hours and...
Сейчас на этот Восточный International Airport. Temperature is minus 20 degrees Celsius. Please remain seated.
I'm home. I'm home, Mama. It was about minus 25 Celsius, which is minus 15 Fahrenheit. Well, this is what I've been missing in New York. And going forward, I'm not gonna convert the temperatures anymore because it really doesn't matter when you go below minus 15 Fahrenheit. It took me 20 hours to arrive here to Novosibirsk, the center of Siberian Federal District and the third largest city in Russia. It is going to take me 5 more hours by bus to get to my hometown Tomsk. So before moving on to this final segment of the journey, I planned to take some rest in Novosibirsk. This is nice. This is beautiful. And we gotta see the view. Okay, let's see the view. Just a regular Novosibirsk. And the moon. And the snow. Do I look like a person who's been in transit for 20 hours? 2-hour wait at the gate, then 11-hour flight, then 2 more hours wait, then 3 hours flight, then 1 hour in a cab, and here I am. Can you say? Okay, here's the reason why I love Russia so much. There you go. Here's my baby. I don't need anything else. It's just gonna be me and this hot bath. Beautiful. It's pretty. It's all really pretty. I would go to the gym, I would go to sauna. I would go look at the Christmas tree they have. It's probably super beautiful, but I'm so tired. I can't even understand if I'm tired or not. I want everything at once. Good morning. I had my bath yesterday and I just fell asleep. It's 4 in the morning right now. Hello, jet lag. Here I am. I slept well. I have to work because it's 4 p.m. in New York right now. It's the same weather today. It's gonna be refreshing cold. Just exactly what you would expect from Siberia. But it's not always like that. I have mini bar here, by the way. Yeah, just some regular stuff.
Я попрошу вас внимательно меня слушать и выполнять все мои просьбы. Приступим?
Да. Естественно, первое, что вспоминаешь, это вот детство. С чего все началось?
It's gonna be my jet lag breakfast. They also gave me these welcome cookies, double tree cookies, chocolate chip and nuts, so soft.
Мимолетное видение одни чистой красоты.
Okay, it's time to go check out their gym. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. It was beautiful. I was the only one there. You saw everything. It was amazing. I enjoyed it so much. So I want to take a walk. -25. It's gonna be beautiful. And I'm gonna teach you guys how you need to dress in such winter and feel warm and comfortable. Well, at least for some 15 minutes. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna wear today. Now, the key is the materials. Everything you see here is the natural material, because synthetic material is not meant to keep you warm. The natural materials are the key. Let's start from the very bottom. I'm not wearing woolen underwear, no. Very thick tights, woolen blend. Then I'm gonna wear these leggings from Calcedonia. I love them. I wear them in New York too. They have this warm fleece inside, so this is gonna be good. Now socks. These are woolen too, but I'm gonna put these underneath the woolen socks just in case. This is the woolen dress. It's very thick as well. Then we have the scarf, woolen scarf. Thick woolen head. I have fleece underneath as well. And mittens. Mittens are better than gloves because your fingers are close to each other and they're warming each other up. But you can put gloves underneath the mittens. And I have a big coat. So this is the coat I'm wearing. It's long. The key again is natural materials. All your puffer jackets people wear in New York, it's not a good idea because they're not gonna keep you warm in -25. Bird's feather or fur coat. I have a fur coat at home. I'm gonna show you. Let's get ready and get going. There you go. You think I'm ready? I think I'm ready. Definitely. Let's go, guys. And the shoes. These are leather boots with fur inside. They're thick and they're super warm. They're just meant for this winter. Just fur, feather, and wool. Let's go, let's go, let's go. This is how it is during the day. See? So much snow. And this is the girl with the camera. Reminds me of someone. Oh, this is so pretty. So this is the theater of opera and ballet, the largest in Russia. So a few years ago, I lived in Novosibirsk for a few months. I worked here, actually in this area. We had an office over there. And I spent a lot of time here. Now this is pretty. Soviet heritage. Of course. Every city in Russia is it. So yeah, this is the main area in Novosibirsk. Do you hear the birds? This is what I was missing. I don't hear the birds in New York. Instead of taking a bus to Tomsk, I decided to use BlaBlaCar, which is an app that connects drivers and passengers. You just find the best time and trip that works for you, meet a driver, pay for gas, and get to your destination. It took us only 3 hours by car, which is way shorter and more convenient than a bus ride. Here's why I'm so excited about the trip to Siberia. Bro! Привет!
Привет! Это что у тебя за камера такая? Понял, у тебя вещей?
У меня вот у меня большой чемодан.
Давай.
Family.
Спасибо, Ксюша, большое.
Такая актерская игра.
Дед Мороз.
Мама, ты готова?
Кристин, куда мы идем?
К бабушке.
К бабушке пойдем?
Да. Это образцово-показательный подъезд.
К бабушке и к котику, да, еще?
Да.
Это Змей Горыныч?
Да, минус 20.
Снег скрипит.
Да, есть такое мгновение.
Моя девочка дорогая, золотая моя лапочка.
Ну, здравствуйте. Привет. Привет.
Свет себе не засти, может быть, к тебе в пути где-то мчится счастье. Белой пылью приголубится, искоркой метелица. Он меня, подружка, любит, а тебе не верится. Пусть метет, 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 русская метелица. Настоящая любовь на трое не делится. Настоящая любовь на трое не делится.
Красавица.
Он в каких совсем легких штанах. Так, это... Спасибо, дорогой товарищ. Так,
Товарищ.
доставай. Ой, какие тапки! Ой, какая прелесть! Ой, 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 ой. Хорошо. Ой, как хорошо.
Бабушке тоже Нью-Йорк Леви Страусса.
Это мой цвет. Я
Натюрель.
Натюрель. Ага.
Ася, как у тебя дела?
Art of Living.
Да. Да, классно.
Оставляй себе на Новый год.
Да?
Да?
Отлично, как.
Да, спроси, где я ее взяла.
А где ты взяла?
В магазине.
Спасибо.
Кельвин Кляйн.
Кельвин Кляйн, бэйби. Он классный, он мягкий такой. Ты будешь показывать? О, вот это настоящий плов. Вот это я понимаю.
Я вообще уже 2 часа ничего не ем, умираю.
Да?
Сейчас. Же причем у всех по-разному. Дай мне! Да.
Изи просто, изи. Скрипку давайте, фортепиано, я на всем сыграю. Ты должен так... Ну, Кристина сейчас покруче, помелодичнее будет. Да. Ну да. Зачем ты на это? Да я не знаю.
Вкусно очень, да, получилось, мягенько. Ася, 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 что там? Что там?
Ну что там она увидела? Вот все висит, это она увидела. Ты мне место освободишь, Асёна?
Снимаем красоту твою.
Подожди, надо же включить елку.
Okay, so my aunt is a professional in decorating Christmas trees and decorating her apartment.
Хоровод будем водить?
Да, тут все очень красиво.
Вставай, я тебя сфотою. Чик! Птичка полетела. Ух ты, маленькая елка еще.
Ой, принеси большой сигарет.
С грибами и со фруктами. Эрвин, что ты хочешь? Что ты хочешь? А? Как вам? Вы посмотрели мое видео?
Конечно, я матери сказала, говорю, а где еще, где эти, подъезд наш? Она говорит, она еще не
Так
выложила.
это, конечно, я только приехала.
Димка мне вчера весь смотрел. Димка.
Да?
Да.
Все вам переводил?
Димка. А что мне переводить? Это такое там, что вы говорите, я и сама понимаю.
Но это Рождество.
Ну, я поняла.
А другие видео?
Я и на Манхэттен, и все где-то, где вы на елке там, и где обоссались, и все. Все поняла, я долго, я минут 30 смотрела. Ну, сколько было?
Ну.
Столько я смотрела. Потом Димке дала смотреть.
Ну, классно. А на английском видели мои видео?
Да.
Калифорнию?
Да. Да.
Классно? Понравилось?
Да, понравилось.
Ну,
Все
супер.
прямо. Я буду смотреть.
Хорошо.
Ты мне
Всё.
молодец, что подписала.
Да, я буду еще выкладывать.
Выкладывай.
Ладно.
Мама же сказала, что не бывает. Я
У тебя удачная посадка.
Нет. It's not only family though. There are so many wonderful and even magical things that New York just doesn't have. A few feet of snow, forest. This one is just 5 minutes walk from my house, right in the city. Living in Siberia, you're always surrounded by an abundance of beautiful birch and pine trees, and everything else that forest can give you, such as mushrooms, berries, fresh air, an indescribable feeling of calm, vastness, and sanctuary. As a child, I spent a lot of time here with my mom, dad, grandma, and brothers.
Замерзла?
Нет, немножко пальчики.
Ага.
Да. Да, вижу.
Ну, я сейчас не привыкну немножечко к морозу. Неожиданно.
Winter decorations. I can't really say they're Christmas or New Year's because they're just there for almost the entire winter. Very beautiful. So this is the main area in the city where we have all the attractions. It's mostly for the kids. I wanted to show you the illumination because it's really beautiful. I haven't seen this anywhere else in the world. Even in New York, it's not like that. Привет. Это моё. What I realized is that I've never seen anything like that in any other countries in the world. Let me know in the comments below if you have. Gazprom. So my mom is saying that in this building where it's Gazprom headquarters right now, there was a Tomsk military institute. I have to call this guy. Yeah, I have to. Попасть. Да, это все This is another Christmas tree by the government of Tomsk region. This is the government. This is the tree. Drama theater. And this is my mom waiting for me
to take all the videos that I need. О, вот он, Ленин. Смотри.
Where was I? Oh, the wonderful things that I love Siberia for. Clean, spacious, and beautiful restaurants, coffee shops, malls, and shopping centers. This is what New York is really missing. And freezing temperatures. What? Christina, are you sure it's wonderful? Well, this is something special at least. And if you're dressed well, you might find it wonderful and magical. This is Bely Yar, a village in the north of Tomsk region. My grandma and grandpa have lived and worked here their whole life. They celebrated 64 years of their marriage in February. I took a 6-hour train ride to visit them over the weekend when the temperature fell below -25. такой кофе не пила.
Давно, да?
Очень давно. Когда доширак ела, тогда и кофе такой пила.
Видишь, поездная романтика.
Ну, я теперь понимаю, почему иностранцы кофе так.
Я бы знал, что состав.
This is my grandma and grandpa's house.
Своего старого знакомого, бывшего участкового инспектора, разговор продолжается еще несколько минут. Но вот на пороге появляются сотрудники подразделения собственной безопасности.
Что это такое в этом коридоре вообще?
Here's my fur coat, by the way, that I usually wear when it's below -15.
Малину, больше всего малину люблю. Кто-то клубнику, а у меня клубника я чуть-чуть поела, она все равно кислая. Здесь сначала было, потом потом
О, как она красивая. Яхты. Конечно, -35. -30 или сколько? Let me tell you a bit about Tomsk. In 2024, Tomsk is turning 420 years old. It's gonna be a feast. And there shall be the city. By the order of Boris Godunov, about 500,000 people live here, even though it feels much smaller and quieter. And there's a reason to that. Tomsk used to be the capital of West Siberia in the times of the Russian Empire. In the end of the 19th century, the Trans-Siberian Railway was built, and somehow it ended up bypassing the capital Tomsk, about 95 kilometers away down south. This is when nearby Novosibirsk was born. This is where I arrived in the beginning, if you remember, which emerged for the mere purpose of the Trans-Siberian Railway construction. There are a lot of legends around this, like someone paid money for that to happen, or someone didn't pay enough money for that to happen, or someone didn't pay enough money for that to not happen, or someone did pay money for that to not happen. But I think it was just the best decision from the engineering standpoint, because Tomsk has some natural constraints. Anyway, those events shaped the future and feel of both cities. Since Novosibirsk became an important stop along the railway, this young city rapidly grew into one of the largest industrial, scientific, and business-oriented hubs in Russia. While Tomsk has stayed tucked away and preserved its old historic town vibe. It's especially known for its wooden architecture of the 19th and the beginning of 20th century. I'm going up the mountain. Right there. So now I'm going up the mountain where the city started. In 1604. This is the most historical place. This is Tomsk's coat of arms, and the motto says, "With labor and knowledge." This is the city plan of the beginning of 20th century. So this is the Museum of Tomsk's history, and this is the recreated burg. This is how the cities were founded in Russia, by creating a burg. And this is the foundation stone. Cannon. And this is the historic street that goes all the way from this hill, and it's mainly wooden architecture like this, or a mix, eclectic architecture. But there are a lot of renovated buildings as well. It is often called Little St. Petersburg because of its architecture and calm, artistic, intelligent ambience. This is where I studied from the 1st up until 11th grade. This is where I was walking every day to school, my entire school life. So this is where I learned my English. We studied English every day. We studied everything, like business correspondence, classic literature, British literature, American literature, everything. And I love my school so much. It gave me a lot. This is the reason why Tomsk attracts thousands of people every year. Education. In May 1878, by order of the State Council of the Russian Empire, the first university in the Asian part of Russia, which is entire Siberia, was founded in Tomsk. I got my higher education in this university. My grandma got her higher education in this university, and a lot of my friends. This is Florensky and Mendeleev. He's a very famous, renowned Russian chemist who actually invented the periodic table of elements. And this is Florensky, the professor. But let me tell you, it's not the only higher education institution in Tomsk. There are 5 more universities, and people from all over Russia and abroad have been coming here to study. In 2023, there were 85,000 students in Tomsk, including about 11,000 students from other countries. The Tomsk region ranks 3rd in Russia, after St. Petersburg and Moscow, of course, in terms of the number of students enrolled in higher education programs. So if you're looking to study, you're more than welcome here. Nowadays, Tomsk is truly an academic capital of Siberia. Next, I'm going to Novosibirsk again to fly out to my next destination. If you're interested to know where else I'm traveling, subscribe to my channel to keep seeing the world through my eyes. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video. I'll be sharing more travel stories in the future. If you have any questions on Siberia, how to get here, where to go, what to see, and maybe even you want me to organize a tour for you, let me know in the comments below. I'll be very happy to share more details. See you in the next video.